This is the Innopow 4-channel wireless microphone system. It's a quad UHF metal cordless microphone system that retails for about $178 on Amazon, and as of the posting of this video, or the upload date of this video, there's currently a $10 off coupon if you apply it in your Amazon cart. So it's actually only $168. So as mentioned earlier, this is sold by Innopow and fulfilled by Amazon, and it's actually shipped really nicely in a very big box with a lot of padding, and then the box within the box, this Innopow box, is actually wrapped in plastic wrap, so I love the added security. I also enjoy that the box has a handle on it, so in a sense it's kind of a carrying case as well too. But here's the unit itself. There's the receiver. I'm going to look at that in a little bit, and yes, scored, they actually added 8 batteries, so 2 for each microphone. So with the batteries, this is kind of an all-in-one package because they actually include the little 4th inch cable that you need, as well as an 1/8 inch adapter. So if you have a party speaker or a tailgate speaker that doesn't have a 1/4 inch jack, has that standard aux cord 3.5mm jack that should essentially work on all of those little items if it has a microphone input. Also really enjoy that it has a little adapter, so it's not a giant cord or a giant AC adapter to power up this thing. It's all within that little brick. It's really portable. It's really nice, and as I mentioned earlier, this is all metal. Even the microphone housing itself is metal. So let's take a look at this whole entire microphone to see if there's anything wrong with it. So far so good. It looks flawless so far. Let's check out where you put in the batteries. There it is. 2 AA batteries go right there, and the battery life says it's about 14 to 17 hours, and if you don't use it for a very long time, store the batteries separate from the microphone so there's no corrosion or anything that goes wrong with it. So I'm just going to go through the other 3 microphones really quickly, and I'll leave you guys for 1 second as we check if there's any flaws or blemishes on these other 3 microphones. So here's the wireless receiver. This is what you connect to your PA system, to your mixer, to your party speaker, whatever it may be. It is nice and sleek. I love how there's mounting brackets on the side, so if you have a whole setup already, this can go within your cabinet. Everything's made out of metal, and there's rubber feet, rubber stoppers on the bottom, so it won't slide around if you just have it on top of a table. Here's the back of the unit. There is the mix out or the audio out right there. So initially that 1/4 inch cable output is what traditionally goes in most mixers, but what I really appreciate is that there's 4 separate XLR outputs. So if you want more gain, more control on each microphone, have that option with this unit. So if you have it plugged in straight to the 1/4 inch jack in the back, all 4 microphones will be affected at once, and you're trying to lower or raise the volume for the microphone system. But if you have 4 separate XLR outputs, you can control each one individually. So you can have one microphone that may be higher, you can have one microphone that may be lower. This is great for singing groups or people who sing, because you can actually just lower the people who try to overpower everybody else. Those jerks, what they deserve, a very low microphone. So here are the antennas to just screw in. I appreciate that there's 2, so there's a little bit more flexibility, there's a little bit more range, and as I mentioned earlier, this has a maximum range of 240 feet, so I believe that's 80 meters. So you just plug in the little AC adapter right there. It's a little plug, and surprisingly, this little adapter powers up the whole entire system. So I plugged in the system right now. It's plugged in right below me, but turn everything on so we can see the user interface. It's actually really nice and clear and big. You can see each frequency for each microphone. You can see the level for each microphone, and I like how very visible it is. I've had systems where there's not even an LED screen, and you have to just kind of guess where everything's at. Test out one of the microphones just to see if it turns on. You never know if you have a lemon or not, but this is the moment of truth. And right there, it turns on. So this microphone looks like it's number 561.60, and I believe that's number 3. So channel number 3, microphone 3 is in my hands. So I'm going to move downstairs to where my PA system is, and I'm going to remove my old dual wireless microphone system. This is a UHF as well, but I think this thing is about 6 years old, so it's time for me to move on from this little dusty guy right here. Actually, he's really big. Everything's made out of plastic, even the microphones are made out of plastic, and the sad part about it is that thing was about $250 when I got it. So this $178 Innopow 4-channel wireless microphone system is a steal. So let's get it all plugged in. I have a 1/4 inch jack right there plugged in already, so I'm not going to do the separate XLR outputs right now, but I will test each microphone and do a little battery check for each one to see if each one is functional, each one works. So I'm going to leave you guys alone for a second, and let's check out these other 3 microphones. So each one works. Let me turn down all of the knobs to make sure that I don't blow anything out of my speakers if this happens to be a very sensitive microphone system. But with that said, I think it's time to move on and test out each microphone and see how it sounds. So we're going to turn the settings about just halfway up for everything. Even all the microphones. This is microphone number 2. So a little disclaimer while I'm showing off my speaker system. Don't mind all of the background noise. There's people downstairs and I don't want to interrupt them with recording, so I just let them be.
So I'm just going to test out all 4 microphones. Here's 541.90, so that's channel number 1. 546.30, so channel number 2. 561.60, channel number 3. And 568.65, channel number 4. So all 4 microphones work. Picked up on my shotgun microphone, so the microphone's picking it up from the speakers down there. So what you hear isn't really true to what it really sounds like. It sounds really clear so far. And then let's try to test distance, because on the listing it says it can go about 200 to 240 feet or 60 to 80 meters. So let's try to test it out. So I have the microphone in hand. You can see that I'm about like 3 feet, 4 feet away from the receiver. So here's a little tour of my house, I guess. I'm gonna go. The lighting's get really bad. You can hear the microphone still. We're still going, we're still going. So right now, this is about, I don't know, 20 feet away from the speakers. So we're actually gonna maybe even go outside. So we'll go to the other side of my house. So we're almost at the opposite end of my house. You can still hear the speakers faintly in the background. This is maybe, well, I'm gonna say this is a good 100 feet away from the speakers right now. I don't want to look like a fool and go outside, but I know you can hear me talking because I'm really close to this, but faintly you can hear the speakers still working. I only have it halfway up because I don't want to wake everybody up in the neighborhood having speakers all the way up. So let's take a trip back to the receiver. It's hard walking backwards. You can hear me breathing. But so far, here's the receiver. So far, everything sounds really good. It sounds really clear. This is a 4 microphone system. I actually switched to microphone number 3 earlier. And let's get back over there.
The Innopow 4-channel UHF wireless microphone system is amazing. So a lifetime ago, I used to be a DJ. I also used to be the sound guy or the sound technician at my church or for my church group. And I've always dreamt about having a 4-channel wireless microphone system. But the problem is, all those years ago, 4-channel wireless UHF microphone systems were always very expensive. And I always wanted top brand, like a Shure brand. So a 2 microphone system from Shure is $500. So as the years have gone by, these 4-channel mic systems have gone down in price. So for a decent brand, maybe like a lower tier brand like Samsung or something, they're still $300 to $400. For this to be in the $150 to $200 price range is amazing. Everything is metal, even the microphone itself, as well as the receiver itself. The receiver's housing is made out of metal. To get something within this price range with this kind of clarity in the sound and how good it sounded on my PA system downstairs is unheard of for me. Even these knobs are quality. Usually on my other system, these are very soft. The knobs just slide around everywhere. There's actually some resistance. I don't know if the microphone can pick that up. There is resistance on the knobs, so you can have the precise gain or the precise sound level you need for each microphone. And the cool thing about it is my other microphone system only had 1 mix out as well, and a lot of them only have 1 output for sound. So all 4 of these microphones have to come out of that 1 single cord right there. At least this system, if you want even more control, has 4 XLR outputs right there. So everything with the Innopow WM-400 is quality made. Everything sounds great. Everything sounds fantastic when it's plugged into a mixer, into a PA system, whatever it is that you use. All 4 microphones work. All 4 microphones have the same quality. So number 1 wasn't better than number 4. Number 3 wasn't better than number 2. I've had that issue before in the past where one of the microphones was always a dud. But this system is a complete package for $178 on Amazon. A 4-channel wireless microphone system. That is a steal. I give it my WOW VGS LTR 2 thumbs up, and there's nothing else that can beat this right now. But other than that, you guys made it this far. You guys saw what I did with this microphone. If you guys liked what I did, check out these other videos that will appear around me. If you haven't yet, please subscribe if you enjoy my company. And if you are subscribed, click that notification bell down below. Stay up to date with my content, stay up to date with my channel, and I'll see you guys soon with another video. Bye.